Hey Clashers, last weekend was the Clash of Clans World Championship, and there was one strategy which dominated the entire tournament. Electro Titans, some healers behind, some support troops, and every base was gone. This strategy was designed from the winners, from the world champions themselves, from Team Synchronic. So I thought I would just cover it again. I posted already a video about the strategy like 2 months ago, but since then they did some tweaks, and especially back then we used droids, which then now they have changed to healers. And I've built this army right here. They have been using Super Barbarians in the World Championship, but this troop is mostly for making attacks even quicker, while Valkyries, in my opinion, are a little bit more consistent and even stronger as well. And there's another bonus point, they don't need Dark Elixir to train, right? Because they're not a super troop. So overall, that is going to be the army composition. It is super simple to use. Quickly a rundown of the equipment. Earthquake boots, most important thing, you can combine it with the gauntlet or with the spiky ball, completely up to you. Both are great combinations. This queen equipment, by the way, this combination, insane. Every single attack in the World Championship was this combination. Magic Mirror, healer equipment, that's just the most busted combination you could use on the Archer Queen, and the same goes for this strategy. For the Warden, interestingly enough, they have used the Yak, which was one of the adjustments they have made, and it's working wonders. Because on the back end of a base, you never have to worry about any wall whatsoever. Healing Tome and Internal Tome are the other two equipments, and then the Royal Champion, you can go with the Hawk Puppet, Haste Vial combination, or as well, for example, the Spear and Shield combination, or whatever you would like. It's like pretty flexible here. But I think, let's just do some attacks. I will show you exactly how to use this strategy, and will blow your minds. Let's get ready. The really nice thing about this strategy is that it's super simple to set up, which means, well, you just have to make sure that you're having one main push in mind. And that is like a big push, which is typically on the far side towards the town hall. The next thought on your strategy, or like whenever you're doing the attack for this strategy, should be, how do I make this push work? For that, you need to take down this top corner and this left corner. For that, you can pick one side for your queen, which is, for example, for the top side, and then another side for your siege barrack, which is this left side. So as soon as you have picked that, you can then identify, okay, on which side do I need to need that support? On which side do I need to, I don't know, like help for my main push? And this is then where the Valkyries are coming in. So for us, let's make sure that we're getting this done. So first off, there's always one golem in front of the queen, like this. We can already wall break here, just like this. And then we can use the siege barracks on the other side with a couple of Valkyries just as support. So that's exactly what we're doing for now. Now, the Ice Golem can be used for tanking for the siege barracks, or if there's a lot of damage like here, just in the main part, just for the main push. So that's exactly what we're doing right now. Some Valkyries in there as well, because it's just like a lot of damage right now. Let's freeze this. Then we're going to use one more wall break, because we don't really need the wall breaks for the flanks, right? So that's like the nice thing here as well. So we don't even have to do that. They keep pushing in. The queen's on the outside, the P.E.K.K.A on the other outside. And then whenever you feel like, okay, this is the moment where there is too much damage, this is where you're adding the Royal Champ. So for us, for example, on this bottom side, because this is where most of the damage is, let's just freeze this single Inferno Tower. We still have the Warden ability, so we can still use that in just a couple of seconds. I will try to use that for the Town Hall, Earthquake Boots, and now the Warden ability right there. Queen, we can still use that ability, the Royal Champ pushing around the bottom side, still doing great. Something, hello, please? That single Inferno Tower is a bit annoying. Hello, guys? Anyone? What's going on, guys? Okay, let's freeze this, and then we can just keep moving forward. The Yak as well is supporting quite a bit, because it means that if there will be closed compartments on the back end, you'll be always able to push through that without any issues whatsoever. And this is just really showcasing how powerful this is. Valkyries really are a replacement for the Super Barbarians. They're a little bit more tanky, and you can just add them wherever you want for like support, for one of the flanks, for one of the pushes, and they're more like the supportive style troop for this army composition. This base stand no chance whatsoever, and I think we just move on, because there's a couple of more approaches which are possible when playing this strategy. This is now another case where the Town Hall is really far on the outside. Yes, you could probably still go from the far side, but it involves a lot of risk. Just getting towards the town hall can be already a challenge, and you don't have to take that risk. Instead, we're doing a different approach. Instead, we're just going to flip the entry completely, which means this is now going to be the first corner, which the queen is supposed to take down. This is going to be our main entry with the jump then into the core and then the earthquake boots. And this is going to be our other corner funnel with the siege barracks. So we're just, instead of going from the far side, we're just going into the town hall section, and we're just going to make sure the town hall is going down early on. So I will just show you how that's done. First off, again, the golem with the queen behind. We can wall break in here, no problem whatsoever. As well, just making sure the push is going. As well, don't worry whatsoever. If you have to rage, just use a rage for your archer queen. No problem. Next thing for us, let's use the siege barracks. The funnel is set up on the other side. Let's do already some stuff like this. Wall break in here. Ice golem, king, warden, everything. Oh, queen, you have to kind of come back here. Let's just get the wall break in here so we're getting her back. Never mind, she is actually going to come back. I'll have to get everything in quickly. The test stones, everything looking is somewhat good. Let's raise this up again. And then we can jump right here. Okay. We have everything under control again. No problem. Warden ability looking good. Now this top side might need a bit more support. That's why we're adding again the Royal Champion. We can as well try to distract this merged cannon with a skeleton spell if we want to. The king, you can as well use that king ability. So that's looking good. And as I said earlier, you can support whatever you want. At this point, I like to raise up my queen because she seems to have a lot of problems here with that top side. So that's something which I want to support. The Royal Champion is now on that middle part. I think we should and could as well use that ability. Let's do that. Queen is still alive because we have supported her that much. Let's use this one. That's again some distraction, but I feel like that was maybe too overconfident with that Royal Champ because the fox went down. So I should have just supported instead at the bottom side. But take a look, how many troops are alive? That is just insane, right? Like every single Titan is still alive. The Queen, because we have supported her with so many spells. But that's the thing, right? Because Titans, they don't need that many spells. That is something which is really important. The rages are mostly for the healers. The Titans are like, they're not there. Yes, it's nice to have rage up Titans, but it's not really that big of a deal. Because the aura, which deals the damage around the Titan, is not getting affected by any rages whatsoever. So that's something really important always to remember. Now my queens keep moving forward. We can freeze this one. We can now use those Valkyries to get quicker to the base, put in everything. And we're going to get a nice 3-star because this base stands no chance. So there is a lot of flexibility and a lot of depth going into this strategy, into this approach as well. And I feel like let's do it one more time. Let's break it down one more time to really make sure that everyone understands how to use this strategy and how you can completely crush spaces and get a lot of 3-stars with a lot of trophies or a lot of stars for your clan in the clan war. And since those bases are typically the most common bases when it comes down to like people struggling with them quite a bit, where the town was that far on the outside, I will show another attack. And I want to show a replay because this means I can explain you even better of what exactly is going on. The first step for us right now is to place the queen at the top side. Since this base is mostly symmetrical, don't even try to funnel. That is wasted housing capacity, which means for us, I will pretty much deploy her at the top side. I can already do it like towards one side a little bit, but otherwise I'm pretty much just waiting for the side the side which my queen is going to pick. This could be obviously affected by like possible Tesla, which could be located over here, or other things like skeleton traps and so on. Since there seems to be no Tesla or anything popping up whatsoever, I'm adding the golem and doing the wall break so my queen can again reach the town hall. This is really the clutch thing about this strategy, where you have the option of just flipping things around and go from the other side, which is normally not possible for most of the smash attacks, which are then like with other approaches. But for us again, we have this top side corner gone. We're adding now the left side, the P.E.K.K.A, and because there was the defending queen, I added the ice golem as well. Now I'm pushing into this middle part, and because there's a ton of damage, the ice golems are, the defending clan castle is out there as well. That's why I'm going to use then the warden ability, protect everything going further into the middle, and having, for example, the spiky ball on the king can give you in cores like this a lot of value. But again, it's totally up to you of whatever you prefer most. I like to have a super beefy tank in front of my troops as well, because that's really nice having like a 10,000 hit point king in front of my troops with like 55% damage reduction is pretty massive, and that's exactly what I did here. So the entire core is gonna have like every single Titan still alive, the Queen pushed around the top side, and because this layer here was out of reach for most of the time of my P.E.K.K.A, which we're going to this part, I used her as the Royal Champion. She's really just then the reinforcement for whatever flank, if you talk about like this main push, right? Like this is where the main push goes. The other things is like the top side with the Queen, the other side with the siege barracks. You're talking about like 3 different lanes, and you want to support one of the outside lanes, so like the Queen side or the siege barrack side. Whichever side is going to struggle more, that's where you're going to deploy the Royal Champion, or you can reinforce with the Valkyries. But otherwise, this is how you play this strategy, and this is how this strategy is so successful in like taking down bases. I hope I was able to break that down quite well for you, that you can understand how it's actually getting used. Feel free to copy the link down below in the description with this strategy. Otherwise, I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next video. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.